And there is this element about the value chain that could help a business be able to achieve the element of differentiation
Yes.
and strategy. How does it play out? Like when you are in a value chain, is it advantageous for some people who have been there longer and been able to capitalize from top to bottom of the value chain, or does it matter where you play in the value chain in terms of differentiation?
Innovation can make history irrelevant. So yes, some people are coming with the benefit of history, where they are integrated backwards and forward. But that doesn't stop a new business from displacing them. If a new business came and studied the value chain end to end and understood the gaps that the present players have not taken advantage of and took advantage of them, a new player can displace you from a portion of the value chain or even take advantage of the entire value chain by combining things better. So yes, there's an advantage of history, but it won't last forever. There's room for innovation, because what do I mean by innovation? It's basically combining known things in a new way. Um, KFC have always had their chicken. Captain Sanders is someone known for many years. But the Javas are just combining that chicken in a new way. There are other people, the Oseves are combining that chicken in a new way. And they are also taking away their market segment. So you can go back and ask, where do they all get the chicken? The KFC have their way of rearing their chicken. They backward integrate and even control how you produce that chicken. They have a process for preparing that chicken and keeping it and only waiting for you to demand it, and it's turned into your meal in 2 minutes. But Java might not have that 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 benefit currently, but nothing stops them from going back and reorganizing the value chain from how they source their chicken, the quality of the chicken they source from source up to when it is served, including what they do with wastes. So the value chain gives you an opportunity for innovation, and I don't think anybody has a monopoly over it. Whoever will review it, reorganize those known things that make that value chain in a completely new way, perhaps bring in partners that add them specific advantages along the value chain, would carry the day, even if it's for 1 week.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you cannot say that I want to be the best chicken company in the world. It really depends with whom you are looking, in whose eyes.
You can say and you can do it, but it behooves you to be always on the lookout for changing needs of the client ahead of the possible competition, because it calls for you being at the edge. It calls for you being at a point where you are always aware of any change in the needs, because when the environment is changing, then you need to be ahead of the game, as opposed to one where people are waking you up.
What I'm saying is that you cannot be the best, because for a customer who is going to KFC, they are looking at something else. And how you have explained it, if I'm going to Java, there is something else I'm looking for in that chicken, same chicken.
The point is that what is good today will not remain good permanently. And that's the place of innovation. What happens if someone goes back and rears chicken in a completely new way? The end result, the meat will be different. So you can go back and address this from the source of the chicken, so that you don't just deal with the chicken the way it is. You can go back and change how it is reared. You can come in between and ask yourself, are we missing a step on how we prepare the chicken, and perhaps keep it frozen for 1 week? Just test that product and find that the end product of a chicken frozen for 1 week perhaps is better than the one we've been eating. That is a whole differentiator of a process. And if you can patent that, you'll benefit from it for a very long while. You can come in and ask, what if we just added something to the chicken during the process of, or in what to call the menu, or not the menu, but the preparation process, recipe. If you change something in the recipe that is only you who has control over, that can give you an advantage for quite a while. So you can play along the value chain from the very time when eggs are being produced up to when they become chicken, and how you prepare the chicken, how you preserve it before you serve it, including how you serve it. So there's room to play around there, and you can't therefore be one person who is able to maintain this unless you are on the lookout. And you must be defending a particular segment. Because if you want to serve all segments, then that becomes a really huge task. So we want to be different. As you said, can I be the leader? Yes, you can be the leader, but you can only be the leader to a segment, and even within that segment, you will be attacked quite often by innovations.
So you'll be a leader in that particular segment that you're.
Yes, you can be.